Hi Scorpio, this is going to be your ex-partner reading for October 2018. This side over here will be for you and this side over here will be for your ex. We have a card in the middle to act as a central issue, and we're also going to look at the card at the bottom of the deck. So Scorpio, at the centre you have a Queen of Swords. Now look, maybe for some of you, your ex is an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini or a Libra. But if not, you know, the Queen of Swords is very logical, very analytical. You know, some say that she comes across as being quite cold in her manner and her approach. And it's not because she doesn't have feelings or emotions, of course she does. It's just that she uses her logic when making decisions. But the Queen of Swords also, you know, she wants the truth. And she can be quite cutting, quite sarcastic at times. But ultimately, she speaks her truth and she expects to hear the truth back. So it could be that either one of you or both of you are taking the more logical approach this month, or maybe either one of you need to do that. Now, the first card for you, Scorpio, is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, yes, it can be fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe one of you are dealing with one of those sides as an ex. But if that's not the case, then, you know, is the Queen of Wands touching on your energy? You know, she's very fiery, she's very determined, she's very passionate, she's very loving, she's very loyal. You know, so are you taking on those characteristics this month? You know, is it that you are or have been quite fiery and quite passionate? You know, and sometimes, you know, the fire signs, they don't always think before they speak. And, you know, if that's how you've behaved recently, Scorpio, in regards to your ex maybe, then maybe as I said, it is a case of needing to take the more logical approach and not, you know, be so worked up and so fiery and so passionate. But by the same token, it could be that you're dealing with a fire sign. Now, on your ex's side, we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a card of communication. Sometimes it can be long distance communication. Quite often it is unexpected. You know, we hear from somebody that we didn't expect to hear from. Now, it could very well be that this communication is going to come through from your ex to you, but it could, by the same token, be you know, communicating to them. Now, in terms of what you're both thinking, feeling, or actions to be taken, you've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Now, he's the slowest moving knight. You know, and it may be, Scorpio, that, you know, when it comes to you and your ex, at this moment in time, you may either feel that it's been going at a slow pace. You know, you may be wanting or have been hoping for communication or reconciliation to take place sooner. But it could also be that this time round, Scorpio, you're choosing to take your time, that you're wanting to go at a slower pace, or there is a need there for you to do that, especially if you are dealing with a fire sign, because the thing with fire signs, as I said, is they can go charging in, they can be quite impatient. So it may be that, you know, that, as I said, you're choosing to take your time with that Knight of Pentacles being there. Now, on their side, they have the Two of Swords. So, to get to the two, we had to have come from the Ace of Swords. And as I just said in the reading for Libra, the Ace of Swords is a card of clarity, of understanding. It brings clarity. It's a new beginning in terms of our thoughts, the truth, and communication. So when we get to the Two of Swords, you know, we have clarity. We understand. But we know a decision has to be made, a choice even, and we're struggling to do that. We don't want to do that. So we keep the blindfold on. We maybe bury our head in the sand because the choice is a difficult one. It's a choice that, you know, is going to impact our lives. It's a choice that could bring sadness and heartbreak to another person, because after the Two of Swords, you get the Three of Swords. So it's about making that right decision. And if communication is coming in from you to your ex, it may very well put them in this position whereby, you know, they may be in this frame of mind as to whether to communicate back. Now, moving down, you do have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is this equal give and take here. It's about making sure that those scales are evenly balanced, that one is not doing more giving or more taking here. It can be a card sometimes of compromise. You know, is it a case that, you know, if you re-enter this relationship, there's going to need to be more equal give and take? Or is it a case that when you think about your ex, you feel that there was give and take there, that those scales were balanced? Now, the next card is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups can be a card of regret, emotional loss. You know, it could be that, you know, for you, the Five of Cups can often be a card of an apology as well. You know, are there things that you feel you need to apologize for, Scorpio? Are there regrets over things that you feel you should have done or things that you didn't do? But the Five of Cups also can be a card, as I said, of focusing on the loss here. So are we focusing very heavily on the loss of this relationship when we need to start to focus on the Two Cups that are still standing? You know, it could be that not all is lost in this situation. And if you stop focusing on the loss, you may start to realize that there can be hope here. See, the thing is as well, is when we get the Five of Cups, again, we've come from the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is that blah feeling, that feeling of, you know, things being offered to us, emotional things, you know, feelings, but we have declined them. You know, they haven't, you know, it's like, you know, it is that blah feeling that something's been offered and, you know, it isn't what you want. So is there regret? Did your ex reach out to you in the past and you were very blasé about it? And now there's that regret because you wish you had accepted that offer, you know, in the past, in the recent past maybe. That again could be for some of you. Next card, Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles, you know, in the Rider-Waite, you've got three people. You've got the tradesman, the craftsman, like we have here, you know, the skilled man. But you also have a couple who are showing that craftsman their plans. So two people who are making plans together about their future. So again, you know, this is something I feel that you're hoping and wanting to do. You know, I think you want this reconciliation, Scorpio. But by the same token, you may not want to rush the process. But also, you've got to stop focusing on the loss or focusing on regrets. The last card is the Knight of Swords. So he's the quickest knight, and he'll come charging in with communication. He's got something to say, and he's going to charge in and he's going to say it. So again, you know, communication. Yes, it could be communication from your ex to you, but I feel it's more from you to your ex. Now, moving over to their side, they have the Two of Cups. So this can talk about a relationship. The two cups are both equal size. So two people that bring the same to the table. Two people that both offer the same amount of love, friendship, kindness, respect. You know, like I said with that Six of Pentacles, you know, the scales being balanced. Equal give and take here. Two people that see eye to eye. Two people that, you know, are focused on each other. And maybe that's where the difficulty comes in here for your ex, because they know that ultimately that was the type of relationship you both had. Next card, Six of Cups. So, you know, this card, yes, can talk about somebody from the past resurfacing. But it's also a card of nostalgia, of reminiscing, of looking back at something with these fond and happy memories. So maybe, you know, there is this difficulty there with your ex. Maybe on one hand, they're feeling some heartbreak and sadness. Maybe on the other side, you know, they do have these happy, fond memories. Next card, Ten of Pentacles. For me, this is family card. This is a card of shared finances, of a shared home, of extended members of families involved, maybe children. You know, I feel that this card could be here because maybe this is what your ex thought this relationship was going to bring to the table. That maybe they thought this relationship was going to bring this type of secure commitment. And the next card they got is the Three of Swords. So this is a card of heartbreak and sadness. Yes, for me, sometimes it can be needing to get to the heart of the matter, and we can do that through communication. But it can also, as I said, deal with sadness and deal with heartbreak. That's why I feel there's this issue here for your ex. Because I think on one hand, there are these happy, fond memories here. There are these memories of knowing the type of relationship that you both had, but there's also this element of sadness and heartbreak over the fact that the relationship came to an end and maybe why it came to an end. Now, because they had the Three of Swords there, I wanted to pick one more card to go on their side, and we got the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, she asks us to listen to our intuition here. And I think that's exactly what your ex is going to do. They're going to listen to that gut instinct, that inner voice, that that feeling that you get. And that's going to be their guide. And they're going to need to tap into that to help them make this decision that they're obviously struggling with that Two of Swords. Now, the card at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, is the Two of Wands. And this is being at that crossroads, needing to decide which path we're going to go down. Now, this card could be here for you, Scorpio. It could be here for both of you. It could be here just for your ex. The fact that they have a Two of Swords there, and it seems that on their side the decision needs to be made, it could very well be a card, you know, an extra message for your ex. But either way, it's being at a crossroads and needing to make a decision here about which path we're going to go down. And as I'm doing this reading still in September, it may be, Scorpio, that it's you that's got to decide here. Which path are you going to choose? Okay, Scorpio, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.